and say welcome to you. I'll recognize.
This is my wife Mary, our grandchild, Brooklyn Reed.
All right.
It's an honor to have Mary and Byron visiting us from Memphis, Tennessee. And I'll share with you a little bit about both of them. Mary is a retired educator from the Shelby County Education Department. And Myron is a statesman. I'm going to read just a little bit about it, but I encourage you to Google Myron Byron. Myron is the longest serving African American on the Memphis City Council, having served in 24 years. He has past mayor of Memphis, Tennessee, past mayor pro tem, and retired as the president of the city council. He is a former television anchor for Channel 5 in Memphis, Tennessee. He's on numerous boards, including the Tennessee Municipal Board, the Memphis Zoo, heads up Policy Council, Goals to Memphis, Leadership Memphis, Board of Directors for the National League of Cities, for the National Black Caucus of Local Elected Officials. He currently serves on the Democratic National Committee. I'm going to stop there. Google Myron Lowry.
Thank you so much.
And my friend, we want to give you a small token to show that you've been in the room.
All right. Thank you.
Once again.
Thank you so much.
And this is your granddaughter Brooklyn.
All right, well, thank you so much. I'll sign up to speak at the end of the meeting myself, just for a minute. Thank you.
Okay. Well, welcome. Okay, at this time, we'll go to item 1, presentation and acceptance of award. Fire Department. Chief, recognize you, sir.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Mayor and Council. As you may know, we occasionally respond to incidents, things such as cut natural gas lines that have been hit by someone digging or excavating, those type of things. So we certainly support the services and the efforts that North Carolina 811 provides. So with that said, recently they had a campaign that we participated in. It was called the Call Before Your Dig campaign, and essentially we put signs up at 2 of our fire stations promoting that effort. And with that, we were fortunate enough to win an award there. So I'd like to introduce, or actually welcome back, Miss Ann Rushing and Miss Tammy Stout, both with North Carolina 811. I'll turn it over to them.
Thank you very much, Ron. It is a pleasure to come back. It is, you know, it felt very different to walk into these doors as a participant instead of an employee. So once again, thank you for allowing me to be here today. We really did want to recognize this fire department as a leader in damage prevention. Back in April, we run several campaigns throughout the month, but one of them was called the Fire Marquee Challenge, and I've got a photo here. What we asked our fire stations, both volunteer and paid, was to spread the 811 message. It's very important that every stakeholder have a part in this. Why is it so important? Because obviously the funds to support 811 comes from every utility that owns facilities in the ground, and that does include the city of Monroe. You guys are a member, and so part of my budget within my education division comes from your support. So we appreciate that. So we try to take our campaigns very serious. So as we began to look at this campaign and how we could improve upon it, we all kind of got together and brainstormed, and we decided that as we looked at the fire departments across the state, obviously there are a whole lot more volunteer fire departments out there than there are paid. And so with that, we had been asking for several years, hey, put a message out on your marquee. As we began to look around the state, we found out, you know, a lot of these folks really don't have marquees. You know, they're running on a very shoestring budget, and so we decided that we would in turn invest in banners and help each fire department spread that message. And so that's what I did. I spent around $3,600 and I purchased banners. We started with 100 banners and we gave out almost 100 of those banners. And with that, we asked folks, please send us your photos, send us your videos, whatever you want to provide to us, and then you'll be entered into a drawing. The ultimate message is to spread the message about safe digging. Every day, folks are being hurt. Utilities are being damaged. In fact, every 6 minutes, a utility is being damaged because folks are not making that call to 811. So I did want to provide you a little bit of statistics so that you guys can see the impact that we need to make in Union County. And with it being my home, town and my county seat, Tammy and I both take this very seriously. Unfortunately, of the 10, there were 10 counties, and Union is the 7th in the state, okay, with the highest volume. So out of last year, there were 217,928 locates that came right in to Union County. 42,000 locates. For every locate, there's about 5.1 transmissions, so there was 217,000 transmissions. So that means City of Monroe is locating all of those facilities, a lot of them. Unfortunately, Union County has reported the highest increase in damages per 1,000 from 2014 to 2015. Union County is leading that, and so we're here to hopefully change that. What are we doing? We're dependent on you folks to attend our UCC meetings, see the value. We do have folks from the electric division that have attended. We've got one of our locators from the water department that has attended, but we want more. We want as many folks as we can get there. Obviously the fire service, because as Ron said, who's the first responder? It's our fire service. So we want to share the best communication that we can. So we encourage the City of Monroe to take a stand, and currently you guys put on the bill inserts to ask folks to call before you dig. I'm sure you're still, every building permit that goes out, you're requiring folks to call before you dig. So we appreciate all of that. But we're excited to share in the fact that the City of Monroe Fire Department did win this gas grill. So it was very interesting. After we did a random drawing, the very next morning I get a call from my executive director. He says, now how did you choose the winner? Because obviously Tammy and I are both former employees, and I said, promise, I had nothing to do with this one. I let my social media relations specialist handle it. He did a random drawing, and surprise, City of Monroe won. So we appreciate the fact of them sharing that banner. It could be that one person that gets that message that protected their family that day, or it could have been your one employee that went home safe. So for that, we are super, super excited. The other part that we did was we're also donating $100 to the Fallen Firefighters Fund. So I think, I'm not sure if they showed up tonight. Did you see anyone out there? Okay, so we do have a check that we will, in their honor, the City of Monroe. I'll go ahead and mail that off, but we are donating that for the participation as well. So we hope that the City of Monroe will continue to participate in that. We have August the 11th coming up. Of course, that's 811 Day, and we do a lot of campaigns, and so we're encouraging folks to show us how you 811. It could be that you're calling in a locate ticket, or I'm not sure if you've seen, we have a billboard on 74th, and that was one of the things that we looked at. How else can we impact the community? And so we chose to bring a billboard here to Union County. So we hope that you'll come and have that conversation with us, share how we can reduce damages and protect our, our county. So with that, Mr. Fowler, or actually, you know what, before I do this, let me show you a couple photos. So when we ordered this grill, we had no idea how big this grill was going to be. So we had it shipped to my office, and there's the grill. So after we chose the winner, I was like, we were planning on bringing the grill, and I was like, no. So we had to twist their arms. They did have to make us drive up to Greensboro, and as you see, these strapping young men put that in the back of the truck. So My understanding is that it is down in the fire station down here, so I hope you guys will go and enjoy it. And hopefully they'll cook something for city council, right? So, all right, well, with that, Mr. Fowler and you gentlemen, love to present this certificate to you guys. All right, Tammy's going to get a photo op for us. Can everybody get in?
You got us?
Super. All right, well, thank you guys very much. Appreciate the opportunity to come out and share tonight, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ann. Good to see you again. Glad to have you
See you
back.
too.
Thank you very much.
I just want to say thank you to North Carolina 811. Thank you to council for this opportunity. And maybe we'll do some hamburgers or hot dogs and invite you all down. It is downstairs.
What's the matter with steaks?
Well, maybe after July 1st.
Yeah,
Steaks
for that
there.
$100, yeah, we'll put all that in.
You budget to make your steaks.
Congratulations,
Thank you
Chief.
so much.
Good job. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Tammy's good to see you.
Item 2.
Mayor, council
Yes.
needs to actually approve accepting the award.
Okay.
So,
Do I have a motion to approve acceptance?
So move.
I have a motion, a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, we accept the award. Thank you so much. Item 2 on the agenda, be the consent agenda.
Thank you, Mayor, and members of the City Council. The City Council uses the consent agenda to consider items that are non-controversial or routine. The consent agenda is acted upon by one motion and vote of the council. Items may be removed from the consent agenda and placed on the regular agenda at the request of a council member or citizen with the consent of council. The consent agenda contains the following items. Item 2 is approval and acceptance of minutes and reports. There are 7 sets of minutes lettered A through F. Item 2G is financial reports for May 2016. As a brief summary, the unassigned general fund balance is $7.3 million and change as of May 31st, and the total fund balance is a little more than $22 million as of the same period. Item 2H is summary of contracts awarded, change orders approved, and city managers settlement claims. There were no claims settled for this period. The number of contracts awarded are 39, totaling $481,000 and change. Item 3 on consent is the call for public hearings to be held on July 19th. This is for the purpose of calling 4 public hearings. The first of which is for considering an award of an incentive to a confidential company pursuant to North Carolina General Statute 158-7.1 and the city's Economic Development Grant Program. The next 3 calls for public hearings involve zoning map amendment requests. The first of 3 of which is for property located at 2596 East Roosevelt Boulevard from General Industrial to Conditional District, Southern Propane Service. The second of 3 is for property located at 2800 West Roosevelt Boulevard to rezone properties from Office Transitional to Conditional District, Cafino, to General Business District. The last call for public hearing is for property located off of John Moore Road for Conditional District, Dalton's Cove. The fourth item under consent is for the purpose of awarding a contract that consists of abandoning 750 feet of 6-inch main and installing 720 feet of 8-inch main. This improvement will increase capacity and allow abandonment of an aging water main crossing Highway 74. There are 7 contractors invited to bid. 2 responses were received, with RDR Inc. having the lowest bid in the amount of $127,960. Item 5 under consent is for the purpose of awarding a contract to Blue Mountain Builders in the amount of $299,740.10, plus $30,000 contingency for Lancaster Avenue and Haines Street sidewalk improvement project. Council on May 3rd deferred action on this project to allow staff to meet with citizens and to allow the Historic District Commission to consider the certificate of appropriateness. Both of these actions have been completed. Item 6 is for the purpose of authorizing the execution of a memorandum of understanding with the North Carolina Main Street Center Office of Urban Development, and where the MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, outlines requirements and benefits of maintaining this Main Street designation, which include such items as training, technical assistance, strategic planning, best practices, and document sharing. And by the way, the city has been a Main Street community since 1998. Item 7 is for the purpose of approving tax releases for May, which totaled $2,696.16, which includes changes or reductions in value or for the releases of tax bills below the $5 minimum tax amount, or tax bill, excuse me. This concludes my synopsis of items placed on consent for your consideration.
Okay, do I have a motion for consent?
So moved.
I have a motion, have a second. Second. All in favor? Any opposed? Hearing none, the consent agenda is passed. We'll go down to the public comment period at this time, and I have Mayor Lowry signed up to speak. Mr. Lowry, we recognize you this time. Once the mayor, always the mayor. Welcome.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. For 24 years, I served on the Memphis City Council. So I've been where you're sitting, and some of your faces look familiar. Have I met you before, Mayor Kilgore?
Well, I've been to several NLC meetings.
That's where I've met you. That's where I've met you before.
I think I've met you.
And I've noticed that when I was on the council, only 2 or 3 people participated with the National League of Cities. And Mayor, your participation shows that you're bringing back good knowledge to this city and this area. I was pleasantly surprised, my wife and I, when we arrived here. We met Councilmember Anthony some time ago, and she came to Memphis to visit me. I do an event every year on New Year's Day, a prayer breakfast, and after that, a jazz champagne brunch. So she came for that, and we promised her that we would return the favor. So that's why we're here, and we're pleasantly surprised because you have so much going on in this community. More than I ever dreamed, more than I ever dreamed. And I know that you're very, very proud. But what I really wanted to come to say is to make a presentation. Miss Anthony, council member, would you please come down? You surprised me, so I'm going to surprise you. That's right. On behalf of the citizens of Memphis, I would like to present you with this key to the city, Memphis, Tennessee. It'll open any door that I can open, but otherwise, it's nice to look at. So thank you for your friendship. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you've done for this community. Thank you, Mayor.
That's very nice.
Okay, that concludes that. Amber, you have something?
Yeah, if nobody else has anything for public comment?
Anybody else want to speak in public comment? Hearing none?
Okay, well, I move that we go into closed session pursuant to North Carolina General Statute Section 143-318-11A6 to consider the performance of an individual public officer or employee.
Second. I have a motion. Second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. We'll go into closed session. And Mayor, before